and welcome back to my channel. So I am super excited about this week's Catch Up With Me videos for many reasons, and I want to jump right on in. But before I jump in, I wanted to share with you something that I never thought that it would happen to me, and that is my week has been so busy last week that I typed up my notes, but I forgot to print them off before I left work. And so, of course, when I tried to print them at home, my printer's acting a plum fool, so I don't have them. And then that little voice said, Michelle, don't you stress over that, because you have it saved on your laptop. Just read them from your laptop. So I said, okay, well, and there it is. So the lesson learned today is don't sweat the small stuff. So we're going to start out by jumping into my planner, because y'all know I love to show you my planner spread for the week. And before I jump right on into that, I wanted to show you, come on now. Oh, so I love this. At the beginning of each month, there's this great little section here, and I actually sat down and filled it all out. And it just talks about, like, this one section talks about currently, and it's things that you're currently doing, like reading, watching, cooking, eating, things that you're loving, becoming, all that good stuff. There's a little doodle section, and I just wrote, I can, I will, I must. And then I wrote, yeah, she did that. Under birthdays, I list my sister's birthday, which is May the 25th, and then my goals for the month, and I can share those with you. So my goals for the month of May are to book Lord, I got stuck on two. To book 2 speaking events, to grow my YouTube channel by 10 people, to lose 5 to 10 pounds, to stick to my healthy eating and exercising, and to get into juicing. Now, we have a really great juicer. I don't use it. My daughter uses it all the time, but I want to get into it because I just think it's such a great thing, and it's also great if you're trying to be a little healthier. So here is my month at a glance. Hope you guys can see that. Here's my month at a glance. Fill that out, and this the 14th is Mother's Day, so it has a slice of cake with a little note that says I love Mom. And then I have Mom right here at the bottom. I love that. And this is something that I don't usually do, sit here and write all of that out. So here is my spread for the week. Kept it simple. I love the colors. Hope you guys can see that. And so that is my spread for the week. What's next? Oh, my latest ebook update. Now, I say update, but to be honest with you, I'm not even sure if I told you all that I was working on this project. But nonetheless, so last Monday to be exact, I was talking to someone, and I said I have a YouTube channel, and she said, oh, well, how do you start a YouTube channel? And I'm thinking, are you serious? Because I thought everybody knew how to do that, but apparently everyone doesn't know how to do that. So I started rambling on about, how I started my channel and all this, and she said, you know what, it would be really great if you put that into some form of an ebook or something, and you could sell it. And I thought, wow, you know what, she's right. So when I get good ideas, when God sends good ideas through other people, I make it a note, because I don't want to miss out on anything. And so I made a note, and then I went home and I put pen to paper and started a draft of what it would look like. And then it dawned on me that there are so many things that a lot of people ask me about, and I just never thought about doing anything with it. So I came up with the idea to do the big book of how to do. And then I have 3 or 4 little dots after how to do. And you might be thinking, well, how to do what, Michelle? Well, various things. So this is what the cover will look like. I just put this picture in here. I'm not sure if I'm going to actually use that one. And then I have that I am a certified life coach, a published author, as well as a certified travel agent. And then it lists for all of my businesses how you can get in contact with me. And then I just thank you for purchasing this workbook. And so on the next page, I have topics to be discussed. And I love this cute little guy up here on the podium. Isn't that the cutest little thing, you guys? And so the topics that I'm going to go through are picking the right equipment. And even now as I'm talking, am I in focus? I think so. I think I'm in focus. Am I in focus? Yes, I am. So even as I'm looking at this now, it dawned on me, picking the right equipment for what? Because people are going to ask that. And as I went through to see what I was talking about, doing your videos, picking the right equipment. And so I do touch on how you can do videos with a cell phone. You don't have to have a fancy camera. And I also talk about share different cameras with you, two of which I actually own. The other ones I just did some research and found that they were really good cameras. So I have that. So here are the 8 areas that I'm covering: picking the right equipment, where to film, selecting the right background for your videos, how to create a YouTube account, how to come up with topics, sharing your videos on social media, how to create an email list, and how to create digital products. And like I said, these are things that I'm always getting asked about, so I figured, you know what, let me just go ahead and put it all in one document. Now, when I say that this is a rough draft, this is a rough draft. The draft is complete. I finished it. But I now am going to go back through it and find, with a fine-tooth comb, and, just add in any missing pieces of things that I shared with you, things where I need to go into a little bit more detail so that you get a full understanding of what it is that I'm talking about. And so my hope is to have this completed within the next week. I'm going to say the next 2 weeks, because some of this is going to require me to do just a little bit more research on. So I'm hoping to have it to you guys or have it ready, I should say, in roughly the next 2 weeks. And then I will upload this to my selfie account. And of course, I'll have the link and all of that where you can go and purchase it. Still working on how much I'm going to charge for. I'm not quite sure at the moment, but I got time. Next, I went to a Circle of Champions workshop, and it was called the Financial Increase Seminar. And y'all, let me tell you something. Y'all know that I love me some Circle of Champions, and we talked about so many different things, too many for me to try to get into with this video, but I just wanted to share a couple of things, a couple of takeaways, because everything was great, but just a couple of takeaways from that workshop. And we talked about how your business is the main thing. So we're going to put that like right here, right? If I had a dry erase board, I could write that down. But anyway, so let's say coaching is what I do. Now, within this box, imagine, if you will, there are lines that go up, right? And at the end of those lines, there are other things that make up my coaching business. So that'll be workshops, that'll be digital products, that'll be books, that'll be seminars. And so we talked a lot about how you have that business, but you got to have other branches of that business that's making you money. So we talked about that. And then we talked about things like assets and liabilities. And so we talked about the 7 financial terms that you need to know. So in case you didn't know, this is what they are. Cash flow. And that's money you buy things with. Your expenses, money that's going out. Your assets, something that pays you. Your liability, something that, and y'all know my handwriting is the absolute worst. Something that costs you. I think that's what I wrote down. And what else? And then we had debt. And then we had residual income, and we have passive income. So, and we talked about, let me share this one thing with you, and then we'll move on. So we talked about the cash flow statement. And I'm going to see if I can show it to you. So hopefully you all can see that. It's right here. So if you're not quite sure what the heck it is you're looking at, so what it is he had a box that was marked income. Under that box, it was marked expenses. And then you had 2 long boxes under expenses. One was assets and one was liability. And we talked about how poor people take their income, they purchase things, and then it becomes a liability and it goes out the window. We talked about how the middle class shopper shops, and we talked about how I'm sorry, no, let me backtrack. So we talked about how poor people think, and I really don't like to use that term poor, but for the sake of time, this is what we talked about. So how poor people, they get income, they buy expenses, they buy things, which is the expenses, and then it's gone. The money's gone. Now, middle class people, they get income, they purchase things, they create liabilities, and then their money is gone, right? Oh, but watch what happens with the rich person. The rich person takes their income, they create assets, and then they make that money continue to work for them. See how that goes? And I mean, that was some powerful stuff. And of course, we know this is how life is, but when you see it on paper, it was like, wow. you know what? People actually do that. So just something to think about. But this was definitely a wonderful workshop, and I'm so glad that I was able to go. Now, I want to jump into my latest purchases because y'all know I'm always buying something. And so I went to Staples last week and I was looking for some labels. So I did get my labels, my CD DVD labels, because I told y'all I've got to work on burning those, taking my digital products and putting them on the DVD, CDs rather. So I had to get labels for that. And while I was in Staples, because I'm always writing and journaling, so I bought this and I love this book. It's called Make Today Amazing. I just love this, you guys. And they only had one, so I said, well, I got to get that. And then I got another book, because again, I'm always writing notes, and I love butterflies. So I picked up this one right here, because I'm always writing stuff down. And when you go to workshops, I'm a serious note taker. If you know me, you know that. Okay, what's next on my list? So, next on my list is this is my latest Netflix addiction. Addiction. I have a Netflix addiction. Okay, can I just tell y'all that? And I'm watching 13 Reasons Why. Now, some of you may have seen it. Some of you may have never even heard of it. But if you haven't, or if you heard of it and just haven't watched, I need you guys to go to Netflix and watch this. This thing is so powerful. I mean, it's just, me trying to talk about it does no justice at all. It is absolutely powerful. So it's called 13 Reasons Why. And I don't want to give away too much of it because I'm actually at season 1, episode 8 on. And this is tape 4, side B. And so without giving a lot of it away, what it is it's about this young lady who has committed suicide. And as the movie progresses, she created, I mean, this was very well thought of. Girlfriend didn't just decide she was going to end her life. She documented everything that people had done to her that drove her to want to commit suicide. And it's really sad. And so, I just think it's so powerful, and I think everybody should see this, because we need to learn to be careful how we treat people, because you don't know how what you do affects other people. Case in point with this young lady. But anyway, like I said, so she captures on these cassette tapes, and each person that has done something to her, she has a tape just for them. And she tells you specifically what it was that you did that was shady and foul that drove her to do what she did. And as these kids get there, and so what happens is you get the CD, the box of cassette tapes, you listen to them all, and then you pass them on to the next person. And like I said, it's very powerful. So y'all, make sure you go to Netflix and pull up 13 Reasons Why. Next on my list is I'm going to be attending on June the 17th. And I'll have all of this in the description box. I'm going to be attending, through the Circle of Champions, the Mindset Mastery Seminar. Super excited about that. So I will be putting more information about that in the description box. And like I said, if you are in the DMV area, I need you guys to come out on Monday nights at the Scripted Cathedral Church on 202, and I believe that's Upper Marlboro. And the Circle of Champions has a free workshop, an 8-week series, I think 6 to 8 weeks series of workshops that, I mean, this stuff is free. And you are getting a ton of information. I'm telling you. This is my, I went last Monday. I'll be again this evening. This is my second time going through it, because every time you go through it, I learn something new. So y'all got to come out for that. And last but certainly, not last, before I tell you about that, so I happened to be checking my email yesterday, and I had an email from Barnes & Noble, right? So I thought maybe they're just telling me about some great deals and specials they have coming up. No, they sent me an email saying that my $39.25 settlement credit is waiting. And I thought, I didn't know I had a settlement credit. So I'm glad to know that I do, because I will be using that probably when I hit the end button on my camera here and start uploading this video, because I do have some books that I actually do want to purchase. Now, Having said all of that, I'm getting to something that I am so freaking excited about. Y'all know why? Because when you see this, if you know, then you know. This is my Ipsy bag. And so I cannot wait to see what April's bag holds. So let's jump right on in. Okay. Okay. So, as always, there is this card that comes with it. And, yeah, and I can't think of this young man's name, but I do follow him on Instagram. Oh, you guys. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, this is so cute. Okay, so this is the bag for April. How cute is that? This is so stinking cute. It's got the little, handle here to hold it by, and it says ticket on the front with the little numbers on the side. It's blank on the back. You guys, this is so stinking cute. Okay, so let's see what is inside of this bag. So the first thing that I pull out is this is Shea Butter lip balm, and it says about what's new honey. Shea Butter Lip Balm for dry and chapped lips. Well, that can be me sometimes. Depends on what I'm doing. So that's what it looks like. So I'll definitely be trying that out. Next on my list, I'm sorry, on my list, good grief. Next inside the bag is Mary Lou. Well, let me see how I open this up. Hold on one second, you guys. Because y'all know I don't pre-open. Oh. So this is Mary Lou Manzer. And it's the Balm Cosmetics. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. So this is what it looks like. I hope you can see that color. So I need to figure out what it is. I'm not sure what this is. Oh, it's a highlighter. I'm sorry. It is. It's a highlighter. So let me show you it again. That's a pretty color. I don't know if you can see it. But I'll definitely have to try that out. And this is so cute. Yo, this is still too stinking cute. Can you see that? And it has a little writing on the back. That is so cute. What's next? Let's see. We have a tube of Aloe Soothing Gel. And it's for face and body. And it's by the Hanali Company. I guess that's how you pronounce it. Cute little tube here. So I'll definitely be trying that out. What is next? Ooh, what is this? Wait a minute, y'all. Hold on. Okay, so this is the... Okay, this is by Jesse's Girl. I've heard of their cosmetics. Now, let me not lie to you guys. I'm trying to figure out what exactly it is. So... Oh, you know what this is? I'm so crazy. This is a gel eyeliner. Now, sadly, I don't use gel eyeliners. I tried. It just didn't work for me. So, more than likely, I'll give this to my daughter. But it's a black gel eyeliner. And then last but not least is, ooh, I'm loving this. This cute brush, you guys. And I believe it is it's a foundation brush by Luxe Beauty. And let me slide it on out. Oh, wow. This is in my favorite color, purple. So there you go. That is too cute. Oh, these bristles. They're nice and soft. So I can't wait to try this out. So that's all I have for my Ipsy bag this month. And I will say this. It is so worth the, and I'm going to put the information in the description box if you're interested in getting an Ipsy bag. And because honestly, I can't think of off the top of my head how much this bag cost me. I mean, how much this subscription cost me, but it's not a lot at all. But like I said, let me show you the case again. Absolutely cute. So I cannot wait to delve into these products and try them out. And so I can give you some updates. And I'll try to remember to do that because I think this is my this is my third or fourth bag now. But I do want to, try the stuff out so I can tell you if it works or not in case you want to go buy it. So that is all that I have today, you guys. Oh, but the last thing I want to show you before I move on, before I let you be, is when we were in class last Saturday, we got a list and it says the 20 idea method for creating new money. And so I actually filled it out with 20 things. I know you probably can't read all of that, and that's fine. And so these are all 20 ways of making money. So I want to encourage you guys this week to sit down and really start thinking about what can you do to create wealth for yourself. Because I guarantee you, some of you guys are doing some things right now and you're doing it for free because you probably hadn't thought about, wow, I could actually get paid to do this. So take some time this week and sit down and make out your list of 20. Now, don't get discouraged if you don't have 20 items that you can write down. It's okay. If you only have 5, roll with that 5. If you only come up with 10, roll with that 10. But what I will say is, once you create your list, whatever that number is, once you create your list, I want you to go through, pick out the top 5. So if you do a list of 20, pick out the top 5 things that you are going to act on and make them actually start producing money for you. And that is all I have for this week, you guys. I'm so excited again about all of the great things that are happening for me right now. I just, sometimes I can barely contain it because it's just absolutely exciting and amazing. So thank you to my newest subscribers since my last video. Thank you guys so much. I thank you all that continue to support me week in and week out. Love you all to the moon and back. You know I do. So until our next video. Oh, wait a minute. Lord have mercy. I would not be able to sleep tonight if I didn't remind you guys that my event that I'm doing with Miss Dawn Pullum is coming up May the 20th. I need you guys, if you're coming, to please RSVP. You can go online to Eventbrite to purchase your ticket. You can send us a PayPal payment for your ticket. The cost is $45. And remember, I told you last week, it includes lunch. It includes your supplies for making your vision book. The only thing you need to do is bring some magazines to, put your pictures in it. And I caution you all about waiting to get there to cut out pictures, because that just takes up way too much time. Pre-cut your pictures so that when you come, they're already ready to go. And they don't necessarily have to just be pictures from magazines. It could be your own personal pictures that you want to put in. It could be maybe some clip art that you found. But I would suggest you come with your pictures already cut out and ready to go. That way you save time. But I do believe there will be a few magazines there for you. What else? And I'm doing that segment in the afternoon. In the morning, Dawn is going to show you all how to do a mini vision board and talk you through that process. And then at the end, there will be an opportunity for individuals to sign up for a 45-day coaching session with Dawn or myself, either one. And I'm thinking this is going to be an online thing, and more specifically, it'll probably be a Facebook group, a private Facebook group that we're going to create to be able to do this as a group. So for those that are interested, you can feel free to do that. I will also at that time have a few copies on hand. I'm not going to bring a lot, but I'll have a few copies of my 2 latest projects. And that is my top 10 rules for success, and also my other workbook. And keep in mind, those 2 products, that one and the How to Let Go workbook. You get the workbook and the DVD. I'm sorry, the CD that comes with both of them, and it'll already have a cover on it. It already have a spiral binding to it, so you don't have to worry about that. That is something that you do not get when you purchase it online. But I will have a few copies of each of those at this event. And I want you guys to please be sure to grab your copy, because I'm telling y'all, this is the year of increase and great things for all of us. So I'm going to bid you guys good day so that I can get outside and enjoy some of this 90-degree weather, because if you know me, then you know I'm anemic and I do not do the cold very well. So I look forward to the heat. I love you guys so much, and we'll talk again next week.